Close your eyes for a moment and imagine a world where snow stretched for thousands of miles, where blizzards howled like hungry wolves, and where the cold was so biting it could freeze your breath mid-air. In this frozen kingdom, one creature stood as both ruler and survivor: the woolly mammoth. This wasn't just an elephant in a winter coat. This was a mega mammal, an engineering marvel of evolution, built to survive some of the harshest conditions Earth has ever known. But here's the twist. Despite all its adaptations, all its power, all its glory, the woolly mammoth vanished. And today we're going to uncover its life, its world, and its mysterious fall, and see why this story still matters for us right now. Chapter 1. Meet the Mammoth. The woolly mammoth, Mammothus primigenius, was the Ice Age's ultimate cold-weather survivor and a distant cousin of today's elephants. Towering up to 13 feet at the shoulder and weighing as much as 4 cars, it was both massive and imposing. Its most striking feature was its spiraled ivory tusks, stretching up to 15 feet. These were more than weapons. They were tools for digging through snow, stripping bark, and fending off rivals. Covered in a shaggy coat of brown to ginger fur, the mammoth wore nature's 2-layer winter jacket: long outer hair to block wind, and a dense undercoat for insulation. Beneath that, a 4-inch fat layer let it withstand -50 degrees. Even its small ears and short tail were adaptations to conserve heat and avoid frostbite. Every feature of the woolly mammoth's body told the same story: a creature perfectly built to thrive in a frozen world where only the toughest survived. Chapter 2. Life in the Ice Age. The woolly mammoth's home was a vast frozen wilderness known as the Mammoth Steppe. This landscape stretched across northern Asia, Europe, and North America, a treeless, windswept plain where winter ruled for most of the year. Snow blanketed the ground, icy winds cut across open fields, and the sun's warmth was a fleeting luxury. Despite the harshness, this frozen expanse was alive with activity. Herds of mammoths roamed in groups, just like today's elephants, often made up of related females and their young, led by a wise and experienced matriarch. These groups were not only families, but also survival units, working together to find food and protect one another from predators, like wolves, cave lions, and even early humans. For mammoths, survival meant constant movement. They migrated across great distances, seeking out the sparse grasses, sedges, and herbs buried under snow. Their massive tusks were like snowplows, sweeping away layers of ice to reach the food below. They drank from frozen rivers when they could break the ice, or from meltwater streams during the brief summer thaw. In summer, the mammoth steppe came alive with short bursts of green. The herds would graze endlessly, storing up fat for the brutal winter ahead. This seasonal rhythm, graze, store, endure, was the heartbeat of the mammoth's existence. Chapter 3. The Role in the Ice Age Ecosystem. The woolly mammoth wasn't just a part of the Ice Age world, it helped shape it. By trampling snow, pulling up shrubs, and grazing heavily, mammoths kept the steppe open and grass-covered. This prevented forests from taking over and allowed other grazers like bison and horses to thrive. They were also ecosystem engineers. The depressions left by their massive feet collected meltwater, creating microhabitats for plants and insects. When mammoths dug through snow to reach grass, they exposed food for smaller animals too. In life, they were like gardeners of the tundra. In death, their massive bodies became feasts for scavengers, sustaining life even after they were gone. Chapter 4. Encounters with humans. For early humans, the woolly mammoth was a creature of awe and necessity. Cave paintings in Europe depict these giants with remarkable accuracy, showing just how closely humans observe them. To Ice Age hunters, a mammoth meant survival. Its meat could feed a tribe for months, its hide could become tents and clothing, and its bones and tusks could be turned into tools, weapons, or even the frames of shelters. But hunting a mammoth was no simple task. It required strategy, cooperation, and courage. Entire groups would work together, driving an animal into a trap, bog, or onto thin ice. Even then, the danger was immense. One wrong move, and a charging mammoth could crush a hunter instantly. These encounters left deep marks on human culture. Mammoths appeared in myths, stories, and art, becoming symbols of strength and resilience. Chapter 5. The Fall of the Giants. Around 10,000 years ago, the reign of the woolly mammoth began to end. The Ice Age was drawing to a close, and the climate was changing rapidly. Warmer temperatures melted glaciers, transforming the mammoth steppe into forests and wetlands where grass was scarce. At the same time, human hunting pressure increased. Whether by direct hunting, habitat disruption, or a combination of both, mammoth numbers dwindled. By about 4,000 years ago, they had vanished from most of the world, surviving only in small pockets like Wrangel Island in the Arctic Ocean. It is one of nature's great tragedies, a species perfectly designed for an ice age, undone by a world that no longer suited it. Chapter 6. The Legacy and Possible Return. Even in extinction, the woolly mammoth has never truly disappeared from our imagination. Frozen carcasses found in Siberia, preserved with fur, skin, and even stomach contents intact, give scientists a window into their world. DNA from these remains is now being studied in an ambitious effort to bring the mammoth, or something like it, back to life through cloning and genetic engineering. Supporters see it as a chance to restore lost ecosystems and reverse some human-driven damage. Critics warn of the ethical and ecological risks of de-extinction. Either way, the mammoth stands at the center of one of the most exciting debates in science today. Its story reminds us of nature's incredible power to adapt and of the fragility of even the mightiest creatures when their world changes too fast. The woolly mammoth's frozen shadow still walks beside us, a whisper from a colder time, asking if we've learned enough to protect the giants of today.